What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Hey, got a 2013 Camaro here today. I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks on a 6L80E, 6L90E transmission, specifically for Gen 4 stuff. The Gen 5 stuff's a little different. I do a ton of these, and I make them shift really good. So it's not really an instructional video, just kind of a tips and tricks type deal, you know, to make them shift a lot better. You need a program called Bluecat. I have a link for it. I'll just post it in the description below, so you can just click on it and then do what you need to do with it. I'll show you some tips about Bluecat and all that stuff. But today, this thing's got bolt-ons. That's really it. So it's a stock car with headers and an intake or something, like just something basic. We have a dyno schedule. Oh no, first dyno video for me. So we're gonna see what this thing puts down. So I'm gonna go street tune it first, go dial it all in on the way there. It's all the way in Manford, so it's like a good 30 to 40 minute drive, which I already told the customer about it. He's very cool with it. I got to drive it anyway, so it's fine. But I'm downloading the tune right now. We're going to see what's up with it. I think it's bone stock tune. Hang in there. Just don't worry. I know sometimes my videos are boring.
I'm back home right now editing this video. I realized that my screen recording that I didn't have any audio. So we're just going to redo it right here. I'm just going to show you what I changed and stuff, and then what does what. So to get these 6L80Es to shift really good, you're going to need to turn the torque converter settings. You're going to have to adjust them. So when I opened this one up, it was already like this. So let's open up a stock tune here, and I'll show you. These things will shutter really bad, like with a stock setup here. So go to stock HPT. There we go. And so a stock one, they will enable the torque converter at like 23 miles an hour in fourth. Some of the trucks and stuff, they will actually enable it like in second at like really low RPM, and they'll shutter really bad. So in order to fix that, you can go ahead and pause the video, and you can just copy and paste this. So all the apply ones just set at 318, and all the release ones set at 317. You don't have to do those exact numbers, just something that's like you're never going to hit. So just put something you're never going to hit. But I just do 318, 317. And I match them all accordingly. I go all the way down the list right here. And then in fifth, I'll do what Bluecat does. So I'm going to pause the video real quick, and I'm going to open up Bluecat. Opened up, and then we're going to enter all of our information. So I know this car shifts at 6,000 RPM. I've already looked at it. The idle is set at 650. I'm going to leave the converter at 2 grand. I'm going to put this as a 6L80 transmission. I'm going to put it as a 2010 and up Camaro, and I'm going to make it a little bit more sensitive for downshifting. That's exactly what these are right here. So just a tad bit more, nothing crazy. This thing has a 327 gear in it and a 28-inch tall tire. Actually, it's like a 28.2 or 7 or 5. Let's see, let's put 5. I think it's a 28 that. 27.7. Oh, okay, I was a little wrong. Oh no, wait, hold on. I'm not. The last one here. Yeah, 28.6. I knew it was something. So we're gonna go back to the asphalt though, because I'm already finished with the tune. So, but anyway, so we got a 28.7, right? Yep. Whatever. Okay, just for the purpose of video, so whatever. So I don't bore you guys. Okay, so I want this thing to lock up at a minimum of 5th gear, and then I don't want it to excel at all in any gear. I don't want it to actually lock up and excel at all. You can do the shift lead time as well. So this will just be like the weight and the rear wheel horsepower here. So I'm going to put this car at 3,900 pounds, and then it's probably going to be, I don't know, 350 wheel horsepower or something like that. I have no clue. So actually I do, because I've already finished with this one. So go ahead and export it. And then what you're going to do is copy these tables over here and paste them in your shift scheduling right here. So copy, paste, and you can do that for all the shift main shift tables here. So go all the way down here, pattern A, pattern B, and the hot. Column 2, or I'm sorry, the 5th shift table here. So it'd be 5th gear right here. Copy that one over, and so forth on the 6th. And you got your wide open throttle. You're gonna go ahead and copy that one over too. Wide open throttle, and then I usually ignore this. Again, I have it shipping at $6,000. Um, I would leave it right here and just like let it do its thing. It ain't gonna hurt anything. What you're gonna want to do is copy over the torque converter table. So since we've already went in and did the 1 through 4 gears already, we're just gonna skip that over and go to the 5th gear tables. So copy over your torque converter settings for that. So as you see, it actually raised it quite a bit. So it'll lock up at actually normal speeds now instead of trying to lock up really low. And at wide open throttle, we want it turned off, so you'll max these out as well. To get these to shift a little quicker, go to the shift timing, and we're going to go ahead and take out about 20% right here to start off with on a stock converter. If you have an aftermarket converter, you'll probably go a little bit more with it, but go ahead and just take out 20% right here. And that should quicken up your shift a lot. So I would do that for the 1, 2, the 2, 3, the 3, 4, the 4, 5, and the 5 and 6 table on both the normal and the special. Go over here to shift pressures, zero this table out. We're not gonna bump the pressure up. I'm gonna leave it alone. The adaptives, come over here to the 2 to 3 shift and match it with that one. I have no clue where it's at 40 from the factory, but we're gonna put it at 200 like the rest of the gears. Torque management, you can actually come over here and go to your speed control terminate, put that at immediate, so it actually does an immediate torque reduction, so it's not just ramping in and out like real slow, so it's an immediate. And if you're still having a little trouble with it, you can knock these down by about, I wouldn't go past 30% really, but say if you want to put it at 30, like if you want to go maximum 30%, just put 0.7. And then go all the way down this table right here. On this car right here, I actually ended up with just 20%, and it shifted just fine. So there's my little, my crash course on 6L80 tuning. There are a ton more things to do in this, but for a stock transmission, a stock converter, and you just want to get rid of some shudder and stuff, and make it just shift better like a normal transmission, mainly the torque converter settings, and then the shift scheduling with Bluecat. Again, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. And then I'm going to get back to editing this video, so enjoy.
All right, so we got the first flash in it. I showed you guys what I adjusted. Off camera, I went ahead and just put it in, you know, long-term fuel trims off, cats off, all that stuff, just so I can log it. Make our way to Manford. And while we're headed that way, we're just gonna tune it. So the transmission, it shifts pretty good. The speeds seem like they're pretty much dead nuts on. I'm gonna make it shift a little quicker though. Go back in those shift timing tables, and then I'm gonna take another 10% out. That's, I'm not gonna change any pressures or anything like that, but everything else actually seems like it's okay. If it still seems like it wants to go, like kind of do that, take a little torque management out. I know some people are like, oh my God, torque management on these things. Don't worry about it, all right? I've taken as much as half out before, and I've never had a problem out of these things. I think it's what killing them is like a ton of pressure. Like, so I've seen some of them go 290 PSI. Just, I start with the timing first and then go to the torque management though. If this doesn't fix it, I'm gonna take a little torque management out of it, and then it should fix it pretty good, so. All right, so I made it all the way to Manford. Just been pulling over to the side of the road and adjusting fueling randomly in parking lots. Stopped and got myself a drink here at the Jiffy Trip. I haven't even made a pull with this thing yet, but everything feels pretty good with it. We're literally gonna strap it on the dyno, put a wideband on it, and then just see what it does. I forgot to hit that GoPro on like the first 3 hits. Sorry. There's nothing much to see with a dyno. You literally just throw it on there and that's it, you know. It put down, what was that, 345 or 347 and like 357 torque. So right on par with just a bolt-ons automatic 5th gen. Like nothing spectacular or crazy, a solid 12-second car. That's all they really are. The first hit, it was pretty lean, and then so I added some fuel to it, did another hit with it, it fixed it, so I wanted to reassure myself, did a 3rd hit, and it started pulling timing again, and I was like, what the hell? So right at the beginning of the hit, it was just lean, like just a split-second lean, so I richened it up just a hair right there down low on the first hit, part of the hit, and I did another pull and it fixed it, so it was totally fine after that. Timing, it just wanted 18 to 19 degrees of timing, wide open throttle. So if you guys are wondering what the overall gain was, it literally gained 50 horsepower. The first hit was like 300, just because it was so lean, and that was just me not even touching anything up top, or the timing or anything like that. I didn't touch any of that stuff yet. Literally gained 50 horsepower on the dyno, quite a bit of torque, just by tuning it. Tuning is pretty important if you want power. So that's 50 horsepower is 5/10 in the quarter mile, and almost 5 miles an hour-ish. Now, before you guys go, oh, well, my car put down this, shut up. Look, dynos are tools, okay? That's all they are. Go run on the track. Go see what it does, all right? That's all the dyno is a tool, okay? It's a controlled environment. I can see, you know, where the car makes power at, where it needs work at, all that stuff. So one dyno may read higher, one dyno may read lower. Again, it's just all in the gain of where you started at and where you finished at, and that's it. I've seen these cars put down 340 to 355, 360 horsepower with bolt-ons. I've seen them put down 290 to 320-ish stock. So they're kind of all over the place. So more about the transmission. I did end up taking 20% torque management out of it, just because it kept just bogging just a little bit between shifts, and it's so annoying in these things. And I know it's trying to save the transmission, but like it doesn't need that much. Like as long as it shifts okay and it's not harsh and slamming in the gear and stuff, it's gonna be fine. So I don't make these things slam gears and stuff. I don't do any of that. I don't even do that to 4L60Es or 80Es or whatever. I don't do any of that stuff. So the Bluecat shift points that Bluecat spit out is what's in it right now, and it seems to be working just fine. So if you do have a 6L80 or 6L90 transmission, even if it's just stock, if it's your wife's Suburban, some Tahoe, whatever, get it tuned. I'm telling you, like from a competent tuner, get it tuned. Tuning doesn't have to be, you know, oh, I'm making my car faster. No, sometimes it's just improving things, you know, like factory screw-ups, like GM 6L80E tuning. It sucks. Like, the stock sucks so bad. But I highly recommend getting it tuned, just to save the transmission. Like I said, I'm not trying to, you know, advertise myself or anything like, oh, come to me only. Pick a competent tuner. Any competent tuner can do it. Tell them what you want out of it. You don't want any more shutter. You want the converter lock up at 4th, 5th, and 6th only or something like that. It'll be totally fine. But a majority of it, what kills them is honestly the converter lock up in 2nd, 3rd gear. It'll roast that transmission. I mean, you guys have felt it. I mean, you drive it. It's terrible, and if it feels bad, it's bad. There's only one way to put it like that. Like I said, you don't have to make them quick and snappy and all that stuff. Just at least get that tuned out, and then you'll be golden. That 6L80 will last you a while. Well, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Hope you learned something. Hope it taught you something. You know. Yeah, nothing crazy. Just bolt-ons, 5th gen. Make sure you like and subscribe, do all that YouTuber stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next one.